Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. So, I know it's day 3 right now. I'm still kind of, recovering a bit because of how much I've used my voice up on from yesterday's episode. And oddly enough, I am using the same shirt over and over again. That's only because I'm actually pre-recording most of these episodes. I'm basically spending at least a few hours of my time on most occasions where I'm wearing the same shirt over and over again and recording multiple episodes. And every episode, I upload once a day. I upload 1 episode per day until every season of mine is over. This current season that I'm on, it's season 1 that is, it's episode 3 right now, and I'm planning to have more than 750 episodes in this exact season. Now, that's a little more than 2 years worth of my time that I'm going to be spending on with this season alone. 1 episode per day, that would mean I have around 750 days worth of episodes that I'd have to upload. 750 episodes in total that I have from this point on. So it's going to be a lot of work, but of course I've already pre-recorded a lot of other episodes, so I'm pretty much good to go at the moment. I do, after all, want to have as many episodes that I can possibly give, but of course I'm only uploading 1 of them a day. And the subject that I've got on my mind right now, once again, it doesn't really pertain to how much episodes I'm going to be able to upload per day based on my program itself, because it is brand new. The subject that I have in my mind today, however, is mosquitoes. And yes, I feel like that right now would have been the best time to start talking about mosquitoes and how annoying they have gotten over the last several decades or so. Basically, the way that they have affected our lives a lot. The way that they just bite us, suck the blood out, and the kind of venom that they would inject that would cause the kind of bumps that you would notice, along with redness, severe itching, and sometimes even soreness because of how often you'd scratch it. And I've known all of this from experience, that the certain bite sites would oftentimes become very sore. They would become a little sensitive to air, or if they were being touched, they would become a little more sensitive. Of course, mosquitoes have been one of the most common problems that we've ever associated our lives with, especially during the summertime. Now, the summertime itself has already been very much known for how many mosquitoes we've gotten over the last hundreds of years, but of course mosquitoes have been around for millions of years, just like we have. But I'd probably want to go into a little detail on how mosquitoes themselves, how are they not extinct? How are they still around? Of course, this is where things end up becoming a little more interesting than necessary. This is mainly because of the fact that nowadays, mosquitoes, of course, they just have a lot to do with animals alike. All types of animals. So it's not just humans that are being affected by these kind of bites, as well as side effects that we would normally get. Of course, mosquitoes would just need our blood, or any kind of animal's blood for that matter, just to feed their offspring. Mainly, of course, the blood would have DNA in them that would be able to feed the offspring pretty well. Now, these kind of mosquitoes out there, all types of mosquito species in fact, they are a pretty big nuisance out there. Despite being super common out there, just like acne and other things out there, I really feel that mosquitoes should be something that we would have to start working on to find a way to make them go extinct. Because aside from them being such a really big problem in our lives, they've also been known to act like most other bugs. They would try to tear apart, civilization as we know it. Lots of bugs out there that we know today, like termites, some worms and slugs, as well as hornets and the like. A lot of these kind of insects out there, they have been a really big nuisance to us since the dawn of time itself. Now, of course, mosquitoes, aside from the fact that they are super annoying, the biggest problem to them is the fact that they can spread diseases amongst all levels of organisms atop of whatever food chain it may be. Of course, these mosquitoes themselves, They have been known to spread lots of diseases. Malaria, yellow fever, lots of viral or bacterial-based infections. Of course, aside from the fact that they can actually spread lots of diseases out to everybody out there in the world, it's just no wonder why mosquitoes are becoming the highest level of danger when it comes to disease prevention. Mosquitoes are considered the most extreme danger amongst every other organism on the planet because, of course, it's already well known that mosquitoes have transferred diseases to humanity of all sorts throughout the world. Mosquitoes do, in fact, cause lots of deaths. So many deaths, it's hard to just keep track of. It's mainly because of how there are millions of mosquitoes out there, probably billions as well. It's just a wonder why we haven't even focused more on eliminating mosquitoes from the animal kingdom to begin with. Mosquitoes should be eliminated at all costs. Just like with many other insects out there, mosquitoes out there just happen to be causing so much harm to our lives as we know it. Now, I would know this for sure because of how I've been bitten by thousands of mosquitoes in my life so far. So many of them in my life. It's just hard to wrap my head around the whole thing at once. But I know that one day, mosquitoes would have to face extinction. And I would know that mosquitoes would end up becoming completely gone from the animal kingdom, simply because we would have to focus more on them, as they are considered the #1 most extreme danger to our lives, simply because of how they could spread diseases. It's honestly that simple. They spread diseases of all types amongst all levels of organisms, regardless of what species of animal it is, and regardless of what kind of virus, bacteria, or germ it may be. Any kind of illness or ailment can get into your system, but mosquitoes, out of all of them, they can just simply directly target the bloodstream and send the ailments right through there. Just use their needle on their face as a way to simply stab into the skin and allow for the ailments to crawl right into your system. It's just that bad. And it's that easy to occur, really. It's just a mind blow nowadays how mosquitoes are just becoming super common, and yet we have no real way of taking them all out. That's something we're going to have to work on within the next 100 years. Otherwise, of course, diseases might start to get more common out there. They will start to become even more dangerous than we could ever possibly know. There's lots of other things out there that I'm going to have to talk about though, so if you want to see more go down on my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.